everyone, today we're back with the hero of Olympic Kid Dog Days. Last time we finished at page 22 on Friday. Let's continue. Friday. I think mom starting to regret taking me to get my haircut the other day. The ladies at the bombshells introduced me to soap operas. I'm totally hooked. But Marisa, I love girlfriend. You can do so much than him. Yesterday I was in the middle of my show and Mom told me I had to turn off the TV and find something else to do. I could tell there was no use arguing with her, so I called Rowley and invited him over. When Rowley got to my house, he went straight to Roderick's room in the basement. Roderick is off playing with his band, Loaded Diaper. And whenever he's away, I like to go through his stuff and see if I can find anything interesting. The best thing I found in Roderick's junk drawer this time around was one of those little souvenir pictures, keychain you get at the beach. If you look at it, you see a picture of Roderick with some girl. I don't know how Roderick got that picture, because I've been with them on every single family vacation, and if I saw him with that girl, I definitely would have remembered her. I showed the picture to Rowley, but I had to hold the keychain because it was getting all grabby. We dug around some more, and then we found a horror movie at the bottom of Roderick's drawer. I couldn't believe our luck. Neither one of us had actually seen a horror movie before, so this was a really big find. Hello, you're dead. Asked your mom if Rowley would spend the night, and she said yes. I made sure I asked the mom when Dad was out of the room, because Dad doesn't like it when we have sleepovers on a work night. Last summer, Rowley spent the night in our house, and we slept in the basement. I made sure Rowley took the bed, and because that room was really freaks me out. I figured if anyone came out in the middle of the night, it would grab Rowley, and first I'd have a 5-second head start to escape. At about 1 p.m. in the morning, we heard something in the furnace room that scared the living daylights out of us. It sounded like a little ghost girl or something, and it said, "I'm hiding. Can you find me?" Me and Rowley practically trampled each other to death, trying to get up the basement stairs. We burst into Dad's and Mom and Dad's room, and I told them our house was haunted and we had to move immediately. Dad didn't seem convinced, and he went down to the basement and walked right into the furnace room. Me and Rowley stayed about 10 feet back. I was pretty sure Dad wasn't going to get out of there alive. I heard some rustling and a few bumps, and I was ready to make a run for it. But a few seconds later, he came out with one of Manny's toys, a doll named Hide and Seek Harry. Peekaboo! Last night, me and Rowley waited for Mom and Dad to go to sleep, and then we watched the movie. Technically, it was me. I was the only one who watched the movie, because Rowley had his eyes and covered over the entire whole time. The movie was about this muddy hand that goes around the country killing people, and the last person who sees the hand is always the next victim. Crawl. The special effects were really cheesy, and I wasn't even scared until the very end. That's when the twist came. After the muddy hand strangled its last victim, it was crawling straight at the screen, and then the screen went black. At first, I was a little confused, but then I realized it meant the next victim was gonna be me. I turned the TV off, and then I described the whole movie to Rowley from beginning to end. Really, I must have done a pretty good job telling the story, because Rowley got even more freaked out than I was. I knew we couldn't go to mom and dad this time because they'd ground me if they found out we watched a horror movie. But we didn't feel safer in the basement, so we spent the rest of the night in the upstairs bathroom with the lights on. I just wish we had managed to stay awake the whole night because when Dad found us in the morning, it wasn't a good scene. Dad wanted to know what was going on, and I had to fess up. I told Mom, so now I'm just waiting to hear how long I'm gonna be grounded for. But to be honest with you, I'm a lot more worried about this muddy hand than any punishment Mom had dreamed. I thought about it though, and I realized that this is only so much ground and muddy on a cover in a day. So hopefully that means a little while longer to live. Quote. Tuesday. Yesterday, Mom lectured me about how boys my age watch too much violent movies and play too many video games, and that we don't know what real entertainment is. I just stayed quiet because I wasn't sure exactly where she was going with all this. When Mom said that she was gonna start reading a club for the boys in the neighborhood, so she could tell us about all the great literature we were missing and put out. I begged Mom not to give me a regular punishment instead, but she wouldn't budge. So today was the first meeting of the Reading is Fun Club. I felt kind of bad for all the boys whose moms made them come. Reading is fun. I was just glad Mom didn't invite Fregley, this weird kid who lives up the street, because he's been acting stranger than usual lately. Wanna hear about my hygiene issues? I'm starting to think maybe Fregley's a little dangerous, but luckily he doesn't really leave his front yard during the summer. I think his parents must have an electrical fence or something. Anyway, Mom told everyone to bring their favorite book to today's meeting so we could pick one and discuss it. All the good guys laid their books on the table and everyone seemed pretty happy with the selection except Mom. Sokodu instantly. Ultimate Video Game Cheats, Volume 8, Green Wasp, a major motion picture, Extreme Pop-Up Sharks. Most of the books we brought weren't real literature, and that we were gonna have to start with the classics. Then she brought out a bunch of books that she must have had since she was a kid. Little Woman, The Yearling, Old Yeller, Annie of the Green Gables. These are the exact same type of books our teachers were always pushing us to read at school. They have a program where if you read a classic in your free time, reward you with a sticker of a hamburger or something like that. I don't know who they think they're fooling. I can get a sheet of 100 stickers down at the arts and crafts store for 50 cents. I'm not really sure that makes a book classic to begin with, but I think it has to be at least 50 years old and some person or animal has to die at the end. Mom said if we didn't like the books she picked out, we could go on a field trip to the library and find something we all agreed on. But that won't work for me. See, when I was 8 years old, I borrowed a book from the library, and then I forgot all about it. I found the book a few years later behind my desk, and I figured I must have owed about $2,000 in late fees on that thing. So I buried the book in a box of old comics in the closet, and that's where it is today. To this day. I haven't been back to the library since then, but I know if I ever do show up, they'll be waiting for me. Read carefully. You are under arrest for failing to return How to Make Sock Puppets. Return. Read. In fact, I get nervous if I see a librarian. See that TV season, Pat? That's Pat. It's been such a long time. I asked Mom if we could get a second chance to pick out a book on our own, and she said we could. We're supposed to meet again tomorrow and bring our new selections with us. I think that's it. We'll leave it there for today. See you next time, guys. Bye.